Hello and welcome to Arena UK for the Ultimate Show Jumping Championships. We're here in Lincolnshire with some massive prize money and some of the very best names in British show jumping. The main event, the SsangYong Major Open, comes up, and we're also going to bring you highlights of the Horse Deals Young Riders Grand Prix and also the Arena UK Puissance. Riders walking the course for the SsangYong Major Open. Joining me is Philip Spivey. Philip, Romanov II, you're here for the Grand Prix, but it's a tremendous event here at Arena UK.
It's a fantastic event, and the prize money that they put up is second to none in this country, really, for an indoor event. You know, it's more money here than it is the Grand Prix Horse of the Year show. So, apart from Olympia, this is where the money is.
Romanov II you bring forward.
I do. It's indoors, so a little bit different. You know, you need a little bit more of a different sort of a horse, but he's good indoors as well as outdoors, and he's jumped well here. The first day he won. I pulled him out of a jump off the other day, saved him for this, so fingers crossed we should be in good form.
Now we've got a number of riders here, some really good names from British show jumping. Who do you think are the big threats?
Yeah, you have. I mean, you've almost got the best here. You've got Michael, you've got John. Guy's always very hungry. Robert Smith is here, so I mean, you've got some of the best riders here, definitely.
Well, Phillips, thank you very much. That to look forward to later on. Before that, we catch highlights of the Horse Deals Young Riders Grand Prix. We join our commentator, WHITAKER.
And so to the Young Riders Championship here at Arena UK. This, without doubt, one of the key classes for the future of the sport. It's a section, riders 21 and under, that Britain has had a lot of success over the European Young Riders Championship, and there are 10 through to the final jump off of the Grand Prix. Already Abbey Squire's gone, one down, in a good time of 28.45, but it's a class field with 9 still to go. 20-year-old Thomas Whitaker, SAVOY. This, the youngest brother of Ellen and Joe Whitaker, and he already with a very good season behind him, and he set the pace right from the word go. Well, sat alongside me, Chairman of British Show Jumping, Michael Mack. And this, Michael, another from the Whitaker dynasty, which is beginning to show a lot of promise.
Absolutely, and Thomas is really jumping this course absolutely fantastic. I mean, he's galloped in between the fences, turned tight, and he's gone into the lead.
Only a young horse, and of course, Thomas himself, only 20 years old. Fine start, and that's going to take some beating. 28.56, the time to beat. Tim Page now. Tim Page from Norfolk with Wyoming, another young man who's got a good record, good technique. Now, can he touch Thomas Whitaker?
Well, he's got to turn tight to this double. Doesn't look as tight as Thomas there. 2 strides, big oxer.
Yes, he's not covering the ground quite as quickly, Michael, I don't think.
No, he's just taking a little pull here and there. How tight will he go to this fence? That was very tight. He's not too far out. In fact, he's done it.
Wouldn't have thought that. Nice smooth round, I guess. But it's one down. So that puts him into second place, 28.56. But clear for Thomas Whitaker, the leader. This is where that one fence came down.
Well, that was unbelievable because he was taking pulls there, and must be a big striding horse. So it shows that Thomas's time can be beat.
Chloe Aston now, Tripoli. Britain got a really healthy section of young riders, and here's another one very competitive. And when you've got a decent Grand Prix like this for young riders, they'll all have a crack.
Well, most of these have come out of ponies, and the transition is huge, but they seem to be doing very well indeed. Oh, she was really going for it there, but just a little deep. Has she done the time? Yeah, she did the time.
Indeed. Moves up ahead of Tim Page. Chloe Aston with that faster 4 faults, but so often pressure tells, and that good clear round from Thomas Whitaker has just got them all trying that bit harder.
Well, Sam should be able to do the time. He's a good rider.
Yes, trained by Tony Newbury. Lives down in Southampton, just 21 years old, in the European team in Jardy this year, and a really technically correct rider, this one.
And it's essential that these young riders get the help of ex-professional show jumpers. It really helps. Oh! Well, Thomas has certainly set the standard going clear, but the time keeps getting beat. He's had another one down.
But they're trying to go that much faster, and that's when trouble comes. 2 down then for young Sam Hutton, top limit. 8 faults. Quick time.
They're jumping this at the angle, as you can see, and the off 4 just catches the pole. I think the person that needs to jump that has to be a bit squarer to the fence.
Hayley McKee now. Hayley McKee with Mr. Tom the fourth. She's done very well to get into this jump off. Certainly not as experienced as other in the field, but that's what makes this Grand Prix so exciting.
Well, she's unfortunately had the first fence down. Now, will she get square to this style fence? Oh!
Too square.
Yeah.
Trying to be that little bit accurate and then getting it wrong.
But it's all good experience if she's...
And here's a horse that's saying, I think I've had enough, mother, let's go home.
Go on, boy. Come on. There you go.
A little bit of help, and away we go. It's a fine line for some of these horses with temperament of wanting to take part and actually saying the stable's a little more comfortable.
It's very difficult in the head there, and she needs to do some more flat work to make him easier to ride, and then she'll jump more clear rounds. But that's good experience for her.
Certainly is. Drops right down the leaderboard. It's still Thomas Whitaker leading with the one clear round. Just cuts in. Really not the experience to take the risks.
It's a very thin pole, that style, as well, Mike. So not only have you got to jump it clear, you've got to be straight at it.
Well, here's a man from north of the border, James Smith, very determined young man. Had a bad accident a year or so ago. Been with Paul Barker. He's got a nice team of young horses. And that fence down's going to put him out of contention. But remember James Smith, he is one of a band of show jumpers in Scotland, Michael, that are stronger than ever. Scotland show jumping at the moment looking good.
Well, they have some fantastic venues up there, and it's no wonder that these riders are coming out a little bit far off there and just flattened and had it off with his front legs.
Well, now Louis Godber, CORA BELLE. Louis Godber, who rode for the Gredley string. Of course, this year Tim Gredley decided to retire, so his horses have gone elsewhere. Louis Godber, still a very capable jockey, now looking to further his career on his own. What can he do?
Well, there's still only one clear. So, come on, make sure of this. No, he's had it as well. These young riders, somebody should be telling them to come a little bit wider, and they wouldn't lose that much time, but they would clear the fence. Look, there he is at the angle. Off 4, bang.
Yes, there's only the one clear round, so another clear round would earn good money above those 4 falters. They're all trying to chase Thomas Whitaker. Well, now it's Pegasus, Clark Glasgow, again one of the lesser experienced riders. Can he now put his name up in lights and jump the clear round and move right up the leaderboard? Nope.
That's clever course building, actually, if you look at the first fence, because if you cut off the corner, the people who are having it down are getting very deep to it, and he's had it down as well. So it's good course building for this course for these young riders, and they need to learn how to ride it a little bit better.
Body, the course designer, very experienced, lives up in this part of the world, up in Lincolnshire.
Here we go, look. As he comes round the corner there, and look how deep he gets.
35, 38,
Bang.
12 there for Clark Glasgow, and Pegasus goes into 8.
And that's because he's coming back on himself around the corner, Mike. Can you see that?
Yep, 12 faults though, down into 8th place. Now Daniel Mosley. Daniel Mosley is stable jockey for the Billy stud, one of the outstanding sport horse studs in Great Britain at the moment. Will Funnell and Donald Barnwell, and this one of their up-and-coming horses, Billy Buttercup. The young man from Nottinghamshire got a wonderful chance in this stable now. Can he put it to good use and get ahead of Thomas Whitaker? Clear in 28.56 to beat. Oh, that's a different one, Dan. But
well, I would have thought Dan would have got a bit of advice off Will there and made sure of jumping a clear, because there's good money now, but there's still only one clear round.
Well, that's it. The winner is Thomas Whitaker. Daniel Mosley having 2 down, and probably the real danger to Thomas Whitaker at the end of this jump-off, but not to be. Thomas Whitaker then winning with the only clear round, beating Louis Godber with the fastest 4 faults. A lot of talent down below him, but all going a little too quickly to try and catch Thomas Whitaker on the 7-year-old Savoy.
Well, Thomas, congratulations, winner of the Young Riders Grand Prix. A very good round from early on.
Yep, yeah, he jumped fantastic. I'm very pleased with him. He's only a 7-year-old, so over the moon with him, yeah. I've been up and down the rings all day, jumping in every ring, so not had the best week either, so this is fantastic, yeah.
Well, very well done, and coming across to the owner of Savoy, Morag, as Thomas said, only a 7-year-old.
Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted, and have to say that Thomas has worked so hard, and team effort, because everybody in the family rides him. Stephen's ridden him, Ellen's ridden him, but Thomas has done the most with him. Chuffed to bits.
And a horse with a very exciting future, looking at that.
Yeah, hopefully I'm hoping he'll take after his father, win the King George.
Excellent, very well done to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Well, Thomas, just 20 years old, receiving his award from Lauren Humphreys, daughter of Norman Oley, the owner of Arena UK, who does such a tremendous job in putting on this championship show.
A very good win for Thomas Whitaker in the Horse Deals Young Riders Grand Prix. Well, we stay very, very big. But coming up is the big wall. It's the Puissance, the big crowd pleaser. Join us for that after the break. We're all getting set for the Puissance. Puissance, it's French for power. The big wall here can go up to well over 7 foot, and we're all getting set for the competition. Joining me, Geoff Billington. Geoff, you've jumped enough of these. What does it feel like coming over that wall at 7 foot plus?
It depends what horse you're riding. The last time I jumped 7 foot was on a horse called Pit Stop, and he's in the competition tonight with Emma Stoker, young rider. And I jumped 7 foot, and I won't go back in because I promise you, my heart fell out. And I thought, I'm 53 years old, that's my last Puissance.
What type of horse does it take to jump this type of competition?
Well, first of all, they've got to be super brave. The best Puissance horses normally aren't very good in other competitions. You get a big scopy brute that isn't super careful in a normal competition, but the big wall just backs him off, he gets down on his hocks and he powers over it, hopefully.
Well, it's all about nerves, all about power, all about excitement. So let's join our commentator, Mike Tucker.
Well, once again, Michael Mack alongside, and there are the field for round 3. Remember, we can go 5 rounds, and there's some very decent Puissance horses here in this field. Will it go the full 5 rounds? Angie Thompson now, Oksana. She's been a Puissance specialist, hails from down in Gloucestershire. Produces some nice young horses too, Angie. And a brick out. Now that's quite a surprise, because that was definitely one of the fancy contenders going out in round 3 at 6'6", Michael.
Yeah, 6'6" for a Puissance horse is not huge. It's big enough for a human to jump, but horses normally pop over it if they've had a bit of experience.
Now Ryan Prater with Safaro. Safaro's very first Puissance, a horse that's always looked to have plenty of power, plenty of scope. Let's see.
Yeah, popped it no problem at all. It's a lot easier when they're pulling you into the fence than when you're having to kick.
Stands quite a long way off it. You'd like to get in a bit deeper in an ideal world.
When they get bigger, you'll have to.
Well, now Sam Hutton, Olympia the third. This again, a horse that has done a few Puissances, but they've not done a lot together. He is technically a very, very good jockey. Oh, and he just stood off that a while, Michael.
It looked like it, Mike. It's hard without seeing a side view. But normally when they have it down behind, it means they're too far off, and he took it out with the stifles.
Well, now Shane Breen, and this probably be the favourite, has won the Dublin Puissance, way over 7 foot. And now it's a new ride for Shane in the Puissance, but he's very experienced, has jumped some very big fences.
Very collected, perfect.
And you really do see what power jumping is, what Puissance Mean is all about.
Shane's approach to that fence was absolutely spot on. Not too fast and just pressed on the last stride.
Well, now Emma Stoker, she's one of the new girls on the block to Puissance at this sort of level.
Bit buzzy, bit fast. You can see the difference there. She was going a lot faster than Shane, and there the horse flattened straight through the top brick with his front feet.
One of the reasons, Michael, surely, that more people want to take part in these Puissances these days is, of course, the new wall. Lighter material and makes it that much safer. More people then have a go.
Yeah, and also it makes the horses jump the normal rounds a lot better, Mike. If your horse is not jumping that well around a normal course, you put him in the Puissance, it sort of wakes him up a bit.
Well, this is the young Irish rider, Anthony Condon, on Billy Toomey's Verteroshen. Been pretty experienced, went very well in the Olympia Grand Prix last year. And another one to have a brick out the wall.
Anthony's a Puissance specialist as well.
Well, talk about Puissance specialists, and this pair is a particularly good Puissance team. Ladina B and Ellen, well, now that is the biggest surprise of all we've seen. They have been over 7'1", more Puissance in the last 2 or 3 years than any other combination, and out they go.
Well, the mare bucked and kicked and did her usual prancing about before she came round to the wall, but the last 3 or 4 strides she was pretty even. And you would expect her to have jumped 6'6" in her sleep.
Well, now Guy Williams, Richie Rich, this is a horse that again has jumped some very big fences. Watch this horse's technique behind. Safara, of course, through at the moment. Brilliant.
Now Guy's rhythm was a lot slower there. He didn't force the horse, look. Good stride, push on the last 2 strides. That's a huge jump.
Real controlled power, and so we've definitely got a jump off for round 4 as Irishman David Simpson, Rolo Tomasi, a man base with Shane Breen down at their Hickstead base. And this is a horse that has been ridden in Puissances before, but not too often by David.
Well, he slowed up there. Now, will he keep a nice steady pace? Oh, he's a bit fast again. Ooh, yeah, too fast.
You can't steeplechase these big walls. 6'6", remember. And down it comes. So it's certainly proving quite a difficult test. Now Derek Morton, Teddy Bear. Derek and Teddy Bear have been taking on Puissance. They get up to about 7 foot, and then they're about the limits. Can he get up there anywhere near today?
Jump that okay? No.
Well, Teddy Bear getting on in years. Out he goes, which leaves us in the end. We will see it again. And he doesn't do too much wrong in the approach, but just doesn't pick those hind legs up high enough. And out he goes. So up goes the wall, 6'10" now. And round 4, there's 3 left. All 3 jumped very impressively in the previous round, Michael. Which is the favourite for you?
I think Guy Williams, his horse jumped the best. But for a first-time Puissance competition for this horse, he looks like he could go higher.
Yeah, Ryan Preit did a very good job at 6'6", and does it again at 6'10".
Ryan rode that horse to that fence absolutely spot on. Little tap in front, but cleared it behind, no problem at all.
Very good young rider, but looking for top horses to get him back into the groove at the high level. But this man, one of the best horsemen there is in the world. It is Shane Breen with this lovely chestnut horse. He played with this wall in the last round at 6'6".
His approach in the last round was perfect. And again.
Noctambule Corsal goes clear. We're going to go 5 rounds. Wonderful.
That is spot on riding.
Lovely performance of what Puissance riding, keeping cool. Now what about this man? He normally keeps cool. He's been in the big time prize money recently. And this a horse that one of the biggest jumpers I think around at the moment.
This horse's back end clears about 7'6". Look.
Oh!
Didn't even tap it.
3 to go again, and we go up.
Let's have a look at this. Look at that behind. He's at least 6 inches above it behind. And fantastic jump.
So there we are. It's now up to 7 foot in round 5, the last round we can go. And 3 very capable horses. Remember, Ryan Prater and Safaro, first puissance.
Now Ryan's really got to make sure he gets him back on his hocks here. He can't let him run at 7 foot. Looks like a good approach. Keep holding him, Ryan. Steady, steady. Oh, he's gone a bit early.
Just nudges, but as you say, it stays. And that must be some feeling of power on top of that. Wonderful. Well, he can only get better, I would have thought, being a first puissance. Brave as a lion and athletic.
Huge kick out behind as well.
Shane Breen, he's jumped the triple bar. Now the wall.
Oh! Well, he just zigged when he should have zagged there coming into that fence.
And that is a bit of a surprise. You don't see him zagging too much, but he's called it a day. Now Guy Williams,
Go on,
Richie
Guy.
Rich.
Oh, he's just tapped it off in front.
So we got a winner. We got a winner. It's the first time combination of Safaro and Ryan Prater, the only one to jump 7 foot in what was a thrilling puissance here at Arena UK. And Shane Breen ends up as third, and then all those equal fourth.
Well, we finally caught up with the winner of the puissance here at Arena UK. What a wonderful night there, Ryan.
Yeah, it's great, fantastic, good feeling.
And the height of the wall, well, we got to 7 foot. What was the feeling like coming over there and knowing you've got some of the very best coming up behind you?
Well, being first to go, luck of the draw, so I can put the pressure on if I clear it.
And your horse, it looked as though it got some tremendous power there. What was the feeling like? And did you have the full confidence there?
Yeah, last year I did a couple with him and he's so powerful. I had less bridle, he gets a bit strong. Where this year got him bridled right and it's a fantastic feeling.
Well done, Ryan Prater. Norman Oley, the organiser, and owner here, presenting Ryan. And a good win for Ryan. He's had a thinner time of it, got married a year or so ago with his own yard now, and that's a good win for him.